27 years after an execution-style murder, one of the men convicted has been granted parole, and the victim's family is fuming about it.
Earlier this year, we told you about Brian Shepard, convicted in the deaths of 6 firefighters, getting released from prison because of a Supreme Court ruling. As KCTV5's Betsy Webster reports, the same ruling that let Shepard get out of prison could eventually affect more than 1,000 cases nationwide. New at 9.
It was 26 years ago when Eddie Ramsey was sentenced here at the Jackson County Courthouse to life without parole for an execution-style double murder. But because of that Supreme Court ruling and his age at the time, he now qualifies for parole, and he has a release date.
It was a murder that made headlines in the papers and on our air. 2 men at an auto upholstery shop on Troost found face down, shot in their heads.
Jerry was shot first, while my brother laid there knowing what his outcome was going to be.
Eddie Ramsey was getting a soft top put on his car and came with his older cousin to pick it up.
Instead of bringing money, they brought guns and executed him.
Eddie and Ricky Ramsey were both sentenced to life without parole. Eddie was 17. Mark Weibel's son was 12 and still remembers the day he heard life without parole.
As a 12-year-old, I really thought, wow, this is good. I won't have to worry about him getting out when I'm older and being afraid of him.
But late last year, the family learned Eddie Ramsey, now 45, will get paroled in 5 years. Mark Weibel's family is upset by the U.S. Supreme Court ruling, which made the parole hearing possible, but they're even more upset with the state parole board.
Eddie's never shown any remorse.
We don't care if it's in 5 years, 20 years. He was supposed to get life.
Mark Weibel's niece is continuing to fight the parole board's decision, even though she realizes it is quite a long shot. She recently sent emails to both Governor Greitens and President Trump. In Kansas City, Missouri, Betsy Webster, KCTV5 News.